baby.
Hey guys, so this week we decided to recreate some of our favorite New York dishes. There's so many. There's, tacos, New York pizza, dumplings, wafang #1, bagels.
So we're just gonna stop at the shops and grab some of the ingredients that we need to recreate those dishes.
Cool. Buy some aloes. Toast tortillas.
Getting some chicken stock as well. Guacamole seasoning that you can add to homemade guac.
Okay guys, so this is us recreating our favorite meals from New York. It is a weekday, so we're not going to be true to the recipe, but it's our version of our favorite New York meals. So we will use ingredients that we have, things that we found in stores that makes our lives a little bit easier, and we'll also try and keep it as
healthy as possible.
So today we're going to do New York style tacos. One of our favorite places to have tacos in New York was Los Tacos #1. It's a very popular New York based taco spot. It's probably one of the most delicious things I've ever had. I can see why the Americans are obsessed with those tacos. So hopefully we can recreate that today.
Yeah. So we're gonna, since it's a work night and a school night, I think we're aiming to be quick, healthy, and
delicious.
All
right, cool. Where are we going to start? Some ingredients.
Yeah, let's start with the ingredients. There's about 3 parts to the dish, mainly the, what do you call it? I call it like a chopped salad. You called it?
Name is pico de gallo or something like that.
Yes, you and I.
Pico de gallo is basically, in our terms, sambal. So what we in the Indian culture call sambal is a tomato, onion, and coriander salad, essentially. A Mexican side dish, but you can put it on various dishes as a topping.
We're using cucumber, some coriander or dhania, some baby gem lettuce, onion, red pepper, and got some little cherry tomatoes that I'm going to be using will form part of the
pico de gallo.
And then I'm also going to be making a guacamole. So I have a ripe avo, and I found some guacamole seasoning in Woolies that we're going to try for the first time. So hopefully it's yummy. A squeeze of lemon.
We don't have limes.
Yeah.
So we're just going to use a lemon.
For the protein portion of the dish, I've cheated. I have from Woolies the pulled shoulder pork that's already pre-cooked, so it's just to heat up. Waste not, want what? Waste not, want not. So I also had a piece of leftover Nando's that I'm going to use as a filling. For tacos, I quite like Pick n Pay sells these mini tortillas. There's a brown version and a white version as well.
The reason I like these is because they sort of decent calorie wise. If you're having a couple of these, it's not gonna be too many calories, I guess.
And it's the perfect serving size as well. It's quite versatile.
And no one's got time to make your own tortillas.
True.
Okay.
Not me. All right, and then just to top it off, we have some...
Yeah, speaking of things we don't have time to make.
Mild salsa. And then, I know Troy loves this, but it's some extra hot sriracha mayo.
Yeah, you can use any kind of hot sauce, but we quite like this. This is not exactly Mexican, I think.
No,
It's more Asian than anything else. Thai. This one's Thai. Okay, what are we doing first? Making the pico de gallo.
Pico de gallo, and then we'll move on to the guac. It's a lovely ripe apple. Just gonna chop it straight into my bowl.
I saw someone actually just taking a masher and mashing it.
You can do that. I prefer to do it this way. You can also use a chopping board if you want. Adding some red onion to my mixture. Just chopping it up finely. That's what it looks like so far. I'm just gonna add a squeeze of lemon before I mash it up. I don't want the apples to turn color.
Oh, can I show you a trick? This is the trick. So you take one of your tongs and you put it in there, and then you squeeze the tongs, and look at the juice you get.
And now I made it too lemony.
A bit too much?
Yeah.
Oh shit. Bruh. Esquisse. So we had to take a quick commercial break because Troy was hungry, so we had to give him some dinner. He couldn't wait any longer for the tacos. All right, cool. So we're in the middle of making these
the guacamole.
The guacamole.
That you squeeze too much in.
I'm sure it'll be fine.
Okay, so I've chopped up the apple and the red onion. And now I'm going to add the guacamole seasoning in.
A blend of chilies, coriander, garlic, onion, and cumin. Oh, it does smell very spicy. Okay, that's cool. I think that's a decent amount. So what, you're going to mash it up?
Yeah, just going to mash it up.
Okay, cool. The last tacos one, it's a lot more...
They made a yogurt.
I think some of them put sour cream in it.
Yes, with blended apple.
Cool. So we're just going to add some low-fat, plain Greek yogurt to the mixture, just to make it a little bit more liquidy. I'm gonna mix this up.
You can, and then I'm just gonna throw some coriander in.
Wow, that's delicious. Okay, we're just gonna add another tablespoon.
I think that's done.
Yeah, I think that's the perfect
It's a nice
consistency.
consistency as well.
Okay, we're gonna do the pico de gallo quickly. Just to save some time, we're gonna just start chopping up these things quite fine.
Oh, my eyes are burning.
Toss all of this stuff in a bowl and pour it all together. Never have too much coriander.
I think, yeah,
That
that's
feels
cool.
like a fair amount.
Fine, I'm just going to use my hands to add this to the bowl.
Let's just add some salt quickly.
This looks really, really fresh.
Okay, cool. So that's pico de gallo done.
So I'm just gonna toss the pulled pork shoulder into the pan. So just quickly, you can make this 3 ways: in the oven, or pan fry it, or microwave it. So adding a drizzle of oil to the pan. So it's quite a big portion. It has a very barbecue-y smell.
Can I chop up the chicken in the meantime?
I think so. Quite a big portion.
Oh, the chicken's already cooked, so
Yeah, you can
we
just
just
toss
need
it
to
in.
warm it in the microwave.
I think this could actually be ready. This looks done, so I'm going to actually take it off the heat so we can toast our tortillas in the same pan. Not a metal fork in my pan.
Oh my god,
Is it good?
that is delicious. Yeah, so obviously these are very convenient. There's 10.
Cool. There's some silicone.
These ones.
So I'm going to quickly add a dollop of salsa to the chicken and zap it in the microwave for a minute. Just quickly going to toss my tortillas. Let's see what it looks like.
Okay.
Oh, it's soaked up that juice. Cool. So guys, I'm just going to place some salsa in a bowl to warm it, and then we're ready to eat.
So everything's ready. We've got our pulled pork, diced up chicken,
Guac.
fresh guac, pico de gallo or sambals,
Salsa.
some warmed up salsa, and our toasted tortillas. Okay, so we're going to assemble them quickly. If I remember correctly, it's meat first, pico de gallo. Oh, you know what we forgot? That's fine. You carry on.
Can I just carry on adding things?
Yeah, a dollop of salsa.
Red onion.
Red onion on top. They say pickled onion, but we don't have any pickled onion. This looks absolutely delicious. Let's see if it's anywhere close to our New York experience.
Yummy.
That's amazing. It's so fresh and
I
flavorful.
was just gonna say, I like how fresh it tastes. The chicken.
One with the chicken. Some sprigs of fresh onion. I don't know if we cheated with the Nando's chicken in there, but that's amazing. Try that.
I actually like the chicken.
The pulled pork is actually sweet and smoky. It's really, really delicious. Chicken is equally as good. I think all the fresh ingredients just makes it delicious.
I think the guacamole, the seasoning that we used from Woolies, it's actually worked very well.
I think we can call this one a success. Shall we get Troy to come have a taste?
Grab him.
Let's get Troy.
Troy's gonna try the taco.
What is it?
It's a taco.
Yeah, what kind of taco?
So it's got. So this is a pulled pork version, and then I'll give you another try of the chicken.
Oh, okay. It's nice.
It's just nice.
There, you can finish it.
If Troy says it's just nice, it means it's actually 10 out of 10.
If a teenager likes it, then it's a 10.
You better like it. It's got Nando's in it.
I think this one is really nice, but the other one's just better. This one, like 4 out of 5. The other one, 5 out of 5.
So that was our Lost Tacos #1 recreations. Hopefully a little bit easier and a little bit healthier than the actual one. We're gonna make a bunch of these now and enjoy it for dinner. Okay guys, so this is our second dish recreating our favorite New York meals. It is actually one of our favorites. It is
New York style bagels.
New York style bagels. There isn't much to cheat on this one, so essentially we're going to try and make the bagels ourselves. Obviously it needs a lot of prep time, so
It's my first attempt as well, so let's see.
yeah, we found it on a TikTok video, the recipe, so that's what we're going to try. Hopefully it comes out as close to... We're going to try and prep tonight and get the bagels done, and they'll be ready for us to assemble tomorrow.
So guys, the ingredients that we're going to use for the bagel is warm water, some olive oil, some normal flour, some sugar, some
Yeast.
some salt, everything bagel seasoning, and 1 egg. For the yeast mixture, I am adding 100 grams of warm water, 1 sachet of yeast, and this is a 10-gram sachet, 3.5 tablespoons of white sugar. Going to give that a little mix.
I like your whisk.
It's so cute. It smells like fermented beer.
Cool, so what happens now?
So we leave it to rest for...
You need to check your video.
I need to check my video. I did make notes on it. I'm just going to check my phone because I can't remember how long it needs to rest for. 10 minutes.
Okay, so tell us what happened.
It is 300 grams of water and 1.5 tablespoons of sugar. So yeah, I'm gonna restart.
There goes that mixture. This is what happens when you try to shoot these videos late in the night. Okay, we're back. Let's try it again.
Take 2. 300 grams of warm water, 1 sachet of yeast, that's 10 grams, 1.5 tablespoons of sugar.
Are you sure?
I am sure. You leave this to rest for 10 minutes.
Okay, what's next?
So while the yeast mixture is waking up, we're going to measure the ingredients for the second part of
The dough.
bagel. Yeah. So we'll need 3.5 cups of flour, so that's about 420 grams. Careful,
Tough.
you're gonna look like cocaine bears.
Oh, I'm getting it on my jackets.
Go, go, go. 420 grams.
That's a lot of dough.
It makes 6 bagels here. Yes, perfect.
Look at
on
that.
the dot.
420.
The recipe called for just a tiny pinch of salt. I think I'm going to add that bit. So I'm just going to add the yeast mixture. This is what it looks like. Okay, and give it a quick mix. That's actually quite foamy. Oh, it actually comes together quite nicely. I don't know if you can see this.
I think the term we're looking for is a shaggy dough.
Shaggy dough. I think I'm ready to add it to the board. So I'm just going to knead this until it forms a nice ball. Okay guys, so I've been kneading this for the last 15 minutes. This is what it eventually looks like, quite smooth and quite soft. I did need to add about 2 more tablespoons of flour, as I felt the mixture was a bit wet. And now we're going to add a drizzle of olive oil into a bowl. Yeah, that's perfect. And that's what our ball looks like. And then if you can just cover it with the cloth for me.
Cool. What happens now?
We wait for an hour.
All right. See you guys in an hour.
Time for coffee.
Yep. So guys, it's been an hour. I think the dough has risen. So we're going to quickly check on it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's definitely risen.
Doubled in size.
Okay, so what's the next step?
So the next step is to divide it into 6 balls.
Jiggly and squishy. Okay, cool.
You're
So I'll
supposed
just
to give it a punch.
do I give it a punch?
Yeah,
So I'll just punch it.
you just punch it and see how far it goes in. Oh wow, look at that. That's so cool. Oh, it feels so nice.
Oh yeah, it feels like slime.
So the next step is to divide this into 6 equal portions. So that's about 715 grams.
715.
Yeah, so if you can just divide that by 6 for me.
It's 120 about.
You roll it into a ball.
Oh, it's so sticky. It feels like a mochi ball. No, now you're being like pedantic. It's not that serious.
It is.
It's like a couple grams off.
Do is he kind of pinched it in.
Pinches it and folds it over.
Yeah.
It's almost like making layers.
Yeah. So then once you've measured out your 6 pieces, you add it into a floured tray and that will rest for 10 minutes.
This is deeply satisfying.
Now you know why I love making roti.
Okay, what happens now?
Cool. So that's what it looks like. I'm going to cover it with the tea towel again, which is slightly damp. We're going to leave this to rest for 10 more minutes. And then after that, we're going to shape it and boil it. While the dough is resting again, I'm just going to add some boiling water to my pot. And I'm going to prepare my egg wash.
Let's see. So what are you doing now? You're just like making a hole base.
Giving it some sort of bagel shape. So this is our prepared bagel dough that I'm going to toss into some boiling water, 2 minutes. Oh, it rises quite quickly. Yeah,
Floats.
it just floats. You can see it's taking shape.
Okay guys, so these are the first 3 boiled bagels that we've taken out. So while Trey is busy with that, I'm just going to give these guys a quick egg wash. Oh, it's hot. Those are my egg washing skills. And then we're going to hit it with favorite seasoning of all time, the everything bagel seasoning.
That does look good.
I like a lot of seasoning on my bagel. It's like buttering bread. You're supposed to get all the corners.
I've preheated the oven to 220 degrees and it's going to go in for 20 minutes. And that'll be the final step. But it actually wasn't too bad. Quite easy.
It's easy, but it takes long. Quite a process.
I think just get some on that end.
Okay, these guys are ready to go into the oven. How many minutes?
20 minutes.
See you guys in 20. Okay, I think our bagels are almost done. It's time for the big reveal. Oh, they look
Yeah.
amazing.
Ooh,
Oh, they look. Double check.
that's clear. Yay!
High five.
We're gonna have them for supper tomorrow. I'm just gonna put it in an airtight container once they cool, so they're nice and fresh for tomorrow.
These turned out amazing.
Yeah.
The smell in here is crazy.
Definitely better than I expected.
If it wasn't 11:30,
PM.
I wouldn't mind smashing one of these right now. But we're gonna let them cool down and we'll tackle them tomorrow for our bagel night.
Cool. Good night.
Good night. Okay, guys, it's finally bagel night. We're gonna do 2 types of bagels. Obviously, the New York classic is just everything bagel with a thick layer of
Cream cheese.
cream cheese in any flavor that you choose. But we're gonna do a lox bagel, which is essentially a salmon bagel. But we've got some
Oak smoked trout.
smoked trout ribbons from Willie's. And then Trey's going to try a new trending bagel in New York at the moment, which is
Some cream cheese, thinly sliced tomatoes, and some black pepper and a drizzle of olive oil.
and a drizzle of olive oil. Okay, let's get going. We're going to toast the bagels quickly.
So I'm just going to cut the bagel in half so it's easier for toasting. This is what it looks like inside. Just going to drizzle a bit of olive oil in the pan before toasting the bagel. So the bagels are lightly toasted and has some nice color to it. I'm just going to take it off.
We're using the Lancewood medium fat cream cheese, but if you want to keep it in lower calorie, you can use smooth cottage cheese. Yeah, I'll do this one.
Just adding my cucumbers on top. That's just going to put some sliced tomatoes on top.
So Trey doesn't like smoked
Anything.
anything. So I guess this is going to be for me and Troy. Okay, just a nice chunky piece in the middle.
Capers and some red onion.
Yeah, a couple capers on there. We can actually serve it 2 ways. We can serve it like these open style, because that seems to be the new trend. Or we can do the good old sandwich version. What do you think?
I think it's easier to eat it when it's just half on its own.
When it's like that?
Yeah.
So shall we do these ones also? Okay, I think you can have yours open and then I'll do mine
Closed.
closed.
So I'm just going to crack some black pepper on mine.
Do another layer here. Cream cheese.
And a drizzle of olive oil.
4 slices of fresh red onion. And then I think I'm also just going to do
A glug of olive oil.
a little splash of olive oil on top. Oh, that looks amazing.
I think I'm going to have some avo
Or you're
and
going to do a
cucumber.
half and
Yeah.
half. And then the other classic option is obviously breakfast bagel. So your bacon, eggs, avo, that kind of thing. So you can also do that. Okay, and pour them on. That
Looks amazing.
looks amazing. What the inside looks like. Beautiful. Ours is a little bit thin on
Filling.
the cream cheese. In New York, it's like
Oh yeah, much thicker.
it's like 90% cream cheese. Okay, cool. It's taste test time. So we've got the lox bagel or the salmon / trout bagel. It's so funny. Trey's got the fresh tomato drizzle with olive oil and black pepper bagel. She's doing the open style and an avo and cream cheese one. So Troy and I like salmon or trout. So we're gonna taste test that. Are you ready? Yes.
3, 2, 1, go.
Oh.
How's that crunch, guys?
Really crunchy.
Are you impressed?
Yeah,
This is amazing. What do you think?
it's really good.
How's the taste of the bagel?
It's just like a bagel you get at a restaurant.
What I really like about it is it's very chewy.
It's
So
not hard.
It's not hard, yeah. That's really, really tasty and really fresh. Is this better than some of those restaurant bagels that you had?
Maybe.
You at a loss for words. Are you just so shocked?
Disappointed.
That reminds me of New York.
Wow.
I think we could have gone even more with the fillings.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
That's like a 5 out of 5 for me.
Yes.
Can you finish it?
Yeah.
No, you got to put it back here.
Yeah.
Thanks. Bye. Okay, you can have it.
Oh wow.
It's so simple.
That's really good. I didn't realize how easy bagels are to make, and I don't know if I'd actually go back to store-bought because you can freeze these as well. I would actually prefer to make my own bagels then.
From now on.
From now on.
Also, to be fair, we don't really get great
Bagels,
store-bought bagels except for the Kleinski's ones that you get in the pack. And this is the closest we've gotten to the Kleinski's one, which I would declare this one a success. We're gonna smash some bagels and see you guys in the next one.
Bye.
Bye. So this is our third and final dish we're making tonight, recreating our favorite New York dishes. What are we making?
We're making chicken and rice from the famous Halal Guy's cart.
Yeah, it is one of the most popular street foods in New York, and it is absolutely delicious. So that's why we saved it for last.
And hoping ours turns out a little bit close to theirs.
Yeah, we're going to try and recreate it as close as possible. We followed a couple of TikTok recipes. It's made up of a couple different components.
So you have the rice component, the chicken component, and a white sauce component.
We did some prep work last night.
I think we're going to start with the rice. That takes a little bit longer to cook. For the rice, I'll be using some cardamom, ground cumin, turmeric, chicken stock, and I've washed and pre-soaked my rice. I've also got some pre-marinated chicken that I'm going to toss into the pan while we get the rice going. To speed up the process, I pre-marinated the chicken with some yogurt, mixed spices, mixed masala, onion powder, garlic powder, ginger powder, some black pepper and some salt. Just going to add some oil into the pan before I add the ingredients for the rice. Bit of oil, turmeric or manja, cumin, a little bit of cardamom powder. Sorry, I was going to say ilachi. And then I'm just going to add my rice in. Can you smell that? It smells really good.
Smells good already.
I'm also going to add 1 stick of chicken stock. This is 25 grams. So because I'm adding the stock, I'm just going to taste it at the end to see if I need to add any more salt. I'm also just going to add a bit of warm water.
We're going to try and do the chicken quickly.
Yeah.
Oh, it smells so good. Probably better when it's marinated overnight. Okay, the pan's hot.
Small drizzle of olive oil.
Can I get the suckers on there?
Yeah.
Chunky bread.
I think that's it.
Alright, so yeah, if you just cook this till golden brown.
So guys, I've just checked on the rice and I think it needs a little bit more seasoning. So I'm going to add another sachet of stock and let it reduce down.
Okay, while Trey is checking on the rice, we got the chicken done. Got a very nice char on it, and I'm just gonna try and cube up all these pieces.
It's cooked all the way through.
Perfectly cooked. Came out nice and juicy. That extra bit of char is gonna add some nice flavor to the chicken also. It's actually a nice idea for meal prep.
It is. The rice still needs a few more minutes.
We'll move on to the famous white sauce, which we're going to make from scratch. And then there's also a famous chili sauce that they have for the purposes of convenience. I got this kitchen hot sauce and the sriracha mayo sauce, and we'll just use that as one of our toppings.
So guys, I'm going to attempt to make the white sauce. I'm going to wing the measurements according to taste. So I think for now I'm just going to have 2 tablespoons of yogurt. The recipe that I watched on YouTube added a little bit more mayonnaise than the yogurt.
No, it was the other way around.
Was it the other way around?
Like half to 3/4 mayonnaise, because you want it to be a little bit runny, remember? So you can't use too much.
A little bit of salt, some garlic powder, black pepper.
Some help with the grind.
I think so. I think I need a better
I think you need a new grinder.
Yeah.
No, this is not doing much.
That's okay. I think that's enough.
Found a little
I
pocket.
think that's fine. Adding a little bit of sugar, a splash of vinegar, and a bit of lemon juice. I'll leave that to you.
Are we going to do my trick with the tongs?
You can.
How much lemon juice do you need? Things you learn in TikTok. Okay, how much you want?
2 squeezes. I'll tell you when. I think that's it. Consistency that we're looking for, a little bit runny.
Oh, it's yummy, but it's very tart. It's nice.
Oh no, I think it's perfect. I think because you touch the lemon.
Oh, it's quite nice.
Yeah.
It might have been lemon on my fingers.
Cooking on the rice, 2 or 3 minutes, and then it should be done.
Okay, Troy has decided to leave his room.
Why did you?
And and help us out. So this is what you're going to do. You're going to grab the lettuce, you tuck your fingers in and you cut. Your fingers don't stick out like that, they stick in like that. So see, hold it like this. Cut down the middle like that, and you got 4 cubes. Just but tuck your nails in, so and then a little bit thinner. There you go.
Oh, that was actually
Good job.
Just keep doing that.
Your face.
I'm so scared.
Yeah, that's excellent try.
I feel like it looks hard, but it's very easy.
Okay guys, everything's finally ready. We're gonna plate up.
The different components for the dish is some rice, chicken, white sauce,
Some toasted tortilla pieces for this, but you can, in the original they do actual pita bread.
chopped tomatoes, lettuce, coriander, and then our cheat hot sauce.
And hot sauce, yeah. So basically you're just placing it like a bowl.
I really don't like when you do that. Did you do that just to annoy me?
Okay, we're gonna grab our chicken, put that down the middle here. I'm only doing it with the tongs for the camera. I mean, I would have just done it with my hands. You layer in your
lettuce and tomato.
That's enough. That's basically what the bowl's looking like. Drizzle your white sauce all the way across.
I think that was the tastiest part of the meal, the sauce.
Yeah, we made a fatal mistake. We tried it for the first time, which was we put too much of their red sauce, which is extremely spicy. I think everybody likes sriracha mayo. And then you just grab a couple of your
Pitas or tortillas.
or
whatever.
pitas, a little bit of extra
Crunch.
texture and crunch. That is our version of the halal guy's meal.
Should add some coriander. I love.
I don't remember coriander in the original, but we love coriander and everything, so. Right, official test time. I think Trey, you go first.
I'm going to go first.
You gotta get a bit of everything.
It's actually very tasty. I would add a little bit more white sauce, definitely.
Wow, that's so fresh and tasty.
It is.
You're right, it needs more sauce.
Yeah. Can I add some in?
Yeah, add more sauce. Let's try it. Second bite with
Hot sauce.
a little bit of hot sauce on it. Yep, that's the one. Oh, the spicy sauce. I need some water.
Is that your happy dance?
This is my happy dance. What are you doing? Final verdicts?
3 out of 5.
3 out of 5. Okay, get the hell out of here. Yeah, I think this was a success.
I would actually give it like a 5 out of 5. And it's definitely worth the prep time.
So yeah, I would declare this one a success, eh?
Definitely.
This is definitely a 5 out of 5. I would encourage you to try it out. It's not similar to anything we have locally. Yeah, definitely lots of white sauce and definitely some chili sauce on top. So that's the end of this New York edition. We will also repeat this on some of our other favorite places that we've been to. All right, enjoy. Bye.